Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly update video for the Division 2. If you are new here, in these videos we cover the vendor reset, the invaded mission reset and any weekly activities, and if there's any news we share that as well from a community or game related news. So make sure you hit subscribe if you're new to the channel today for more of these videos and more content from myself, and as always, thank you everyone for supporting the content. Please hit like and share to support it further. I'd really appreciate it. And before we do get into everything today, I just want to give a shout out to the channel members. Last night on stream, we reached 182 of you. I just want to say thank you so much for that support. We're 18 away from 200 channel members now, which is my end of year goal with a couple of months left to achieve it. You're amazing. Thank you for the support. We're going to start with this week's activities. The Micro League has just gone live, which kind of brings an end to the Micro Manhunt, but this is still available. If you've not done the Manhunt yet, you can start from the very start of this and go through this at any point in this season, so that is still available. But the Micro League goes live today, and we have a look at this. You're required to do speedruns on Grand Washington Hotel, American History Museum, Wall Street, and District Union Arena. We've got loads of rewards here, which include caches, patch. We've got a backpack trophy, exotic cache there. And it goes over 2 weeks. So for those that don't know, you do have 2 weeks to get all the stars, to get all the rewards. In the first week, for example, you can just get 30 stars if you want from 3 of these missions. Come back next week, the same time next week on Tuesday, and do those 3 missions again for a further 30 stars. That'll be all 60 stars to get all of the rewards. So that's how that works. Shout out to our community as well. We also have an event going on every single league during the season. So for the Micro League, if you want to try and beat my times, we're going to be setting these on Wednesday's stream, and if you can beat all of my times on all 4 of these missions, then there's a community trophy for you all as well. There's going to be another video about that later in the week with all the details, but make sure you join the community if you want to be a part of that. The link is at the top of the video description. And it is worth mentioning quickly the apparel event. A lot of people still talking about this. We should have had it already. The Shade Paragon apparel event, which should have started a couple of days ago. It still has a time frame of 6 days, 20 hours until this unlocks, but there's been no announcement yet whether that's official. They've said they've delayed this event until further notice, and that's still the only news we have. So hopefully this is going to be coming very, very soon, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. On to the invaded missions for this week, and a lot of people will be happy that Grand Washington Hotel is available. So you've got District Union Arena as a stronghold invaded, and then Grand Washington Hotel, American History Museum, and Viewpoint Museum are its invaded missions to get that unlocked. So if you still need the Nemesis blueprint, which drops from Grand Washington Hotel invaded, make sure you go and get that this week while it's available. Once all of those are done, you'll get Tidal Basin unlocked to do that on invaded. And as always, if you are new to the game or you're still going through and you need specialization points or mods, or if you need named items, these are great for that. You get 5 specialization points every week per invaded. You get a random mod unlock and you get a named item plus XP. So well worth doing if you still need any of that. And this week, the weekly legendary mission is Roosevelt Island, so you can complete that for your exotic cache. Onto the vendor reset now, and for those that don't know, I upload a short of the vendor reset with my top picks over on more GCROCK on my Twitter and on my Instagram. So if you want to go and follow any of those, it's all linked down in the video description. You can just see my top picks every week rather than watch the whole thing. But today, what we do in this video is go around every single vendor, reading off everything that's on sale this week. I will advise any top picks as I go as well, and I ask that you comment down in the video comments down below of what you'll be buying for people watching the video that just want to read through. So we're going to start with the countdown vendor and go from here. This week at the countdown vendor, we got a Mozambique special with pistol damage, health damage. That comes with perfect breadbasket. There's the name battery backpack from Empress International with skill tier, status effects, crit chance, and perfectly calculated. And a swap chain with SMG damage, critical hit chance, damage target out of cover, and that comes with perfect unwavering. Over at the White House vendor, you're able to buy a lightning rod this week with pistol damage, headshot damage that has perfect salvage. There's a PP19 with SMG damage, crit chance, crit damage, and steady-handed. A TKB 408 with assault rifle damage, health damage, accuracy, and vindictive. A Disarus with pistol damage, swap speed, and killer. Providence backpack with weapon damage, crit damage, headshot damage, and protector. I do like a few DPS builds with headshot damage and crit damage on, so I'm going to put this as one of my top picks for this week. It's a good backpack. You can roll vigilance on that or any other talent that you want, and it'll be very, very good. There's a Bellstone Armory chest piece with armor, crit damage, explosive resistance, and empathic resolve. Then we've got a 4.6% crit chance mod, 7.9% scan range for a drone, +1 extra sniper ammo for a turret, and a 4.1% skill ace mod for a sticky. At the clan vendor this week, you're able to buy a Cold Relations with SMG damage, crit chance, stability, and perfect strained. A True Patriot holster with armor and status effects. Hardwire mask with skill tier and status effects. Future Initiative gloves with skill tier and repair skills. An SR1 sniper rifle with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, damage target out of cover and strained. Military MK46 with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, damage to armor and future perfect. Yarl gloves with armor, headshot damage and repair skills. Sokolov knee pads with weapon damage, headshot damage and repair skills. Black Market Sausage 12 with shotgun damage, damage to armor, crit damage and steady handed. Wyvern chest piece with skill tier, status effects, explosive resistance and headhunter. Overlord knee pads with weapon damage, weapon handling and health. Then we have a 12% protection from elites mod, an 8.9% blind death resistance mod, an 8.6% skill duration mod, and a 6.1% skill ace for Firefly. Onto the settlements now, and at the campus this week you're able to buy a new reliable LMG damage, damage target out of cover, damage to armor that has perfectly optimized on it. A covert SRS with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, crit chance and spike. Custom L86 with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, optimal range and sledgehammer. Empress International mask with skill tier, crit damage and explosive resistance. Petrov holster with weapon damage, headshot damage and skill haste. Then there's a 16.1% repair skills mod, 4.2% duration for a chem, plus 4 stinger charges for your hive, 14.5% health mod for your pulse, and a 4.2% duration for a trap. And at the theatre this week, you're able to buy an Artist tool with rifle damage, crit damage, damage target out of cover that has perfect rifleman on it. A KSG shotgun with shotgun damage, damage to armor, rate of fire, and ranger. An 1886 with rifle damage, crit damage, magazine size, and future perfect. D&H gloves with weapon damage, skill damage, and explosive resistance. Gilligod knees with armor, skill ace, and skill damage. Then we have an 8.6% shock resistance mod, a +1 cluster mine mod, 4.2% deflected damage for your shield, a 6.1% skill ace for a Firefly, and a 6% health for a decoy. And now for the DZ vendors, we're going to start at West. This week, they are selling a named Kuelbre with shotgun damage, damage to armor, swap speed, and that comes with perfect jazz hands. It's an M870 Express with shotgun damage, damage to armor, stability, and steady handed. 6716 with rifle damage, crit damage, damage to target out of cover, and flatline. Rigger gloves with skill tier and crit damage. Future Initiative knees with skill tier and crit damage. This definitely goes as a top pick for me. For those that know, I run a Future Initiative DPS build, and although you can go for the Fox's Prayer knees, this would be a good alternative, and the idea is to have crit damage on a Future Initiative piece so you can roll weapon damage on. This could work for that, so I'll add this as a top pick for this week because of that. There's a Petrov gloves with weapon damage, headshot damage, and explosive resistance. Uzina Getica knees with armor, hazard protection, and armor regen. There's an 8.6% bleed resistance mod, +1 cluster mine mod, a +1 damage bonus per enemy for your shield, +1 max targets for your Firefly, and a 6% duration for a decoy. And at DZ South this week, you can buy an Orbit, which definitely goes as a top pick because I know a lot of people still want this sidearm. It has pistol damage and crit damage on it, and perfect finisher. We're swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of killing an enemy. Grants 35% crit chance and 40% crit damage. If you need this week, it's going to cost you 152 DZ resources. Probably pick it a week as well. There's Enhanced Org with SMG damage, crit chance, health damage, and killer. Honey Badger with assault rifle damage, health damage, magazine size, and they're sighted. Custom PF45 with pistol damage, headshot damage, and vindictive. True Patriot backpack with armor and health. Eclipse chest with skill tier and skill damage. Providence backpack with weapon damage, hazard protection, status effects, and calculated. Mukami chest with skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, and trauma. And then we've got a 10.1% crit damage mod, a 6.4% deflect duration for your drone, 5.7% duration for a turret, and 6.4% damage for a sticky. And the last vendor, DZ East, is selling a Claws Out. So another great item on sale this week is a top pick again, because I know a lot of people like the Claws Out holster and want it. So what comes with this is the 500% melee damage and a 9% pistol damage. This has status effects rolled onto it with the skill tier. I haven't put a build together around the Bloody Knuckles yet, but a lot of people are using this with the Bloody Knuckles and Lady Death. And if you need this item, it's going to cost you 153 DZ resources. So I can see a lot of people grinding the Dark Zone this week for those those two items, but that's on sale at DZ East this week. There's an SRS A1 sniper rifle as well, with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, crit chance. Military MK46 with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, swap speed, and flatline. Sorry, the SRS had eyeless on it. There's an ongoing directive mask with weapon damage and crit chance. Umbra holster with weapon damage and headshot damage. Golden gear mask with armor, hazard protection, and armor regen. A roll the holster with weapon damage, skill ace, and headshot damage. Then we got a 10.3% skill ace mod, a 4.2% duration mod for a chem, 4.2% duration mod for a hive, and an 8.6% radius mod for a pulse, and 5.8% shock radius mod for a trap. And we'll end with the New York vendors, starting with Marco. He is selling this week a PP19 with SMG damage, crit chance, magazine size, and eyeless. SOCOM MK20 with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, accuracy, and preservation. Double barrel sword off with shotgun damage, damage to armor, crit chance, and eyeless. An X45 with pistol damage, damage to armor, and eyeless. Alps backpack with skill tier, skill ace, explosive resistance, and opportunistic. Definitely got to put this as a top pick, because for a lot of healer builds, you go with an Alps backpack with opportunistic and you want skill haste and repair skills on it. So that's perfect if you're looking for that piece for one of those builds. You can buy that this week from Marco. We've got Overlord knees with weapon damage, headshot damage, and crit damage. Richter and Kaiser mask with skill tier, status effects, and headshot damage. And the mods are a 16.2% repair skills mod, a 9.9% crit damage mod, 4.1% deflected damage for a shield, 8.2% reviver armor repair for a hive, and a 4.3% duration for a trap. And then Roy Benitez, the last vendor of the video, is selling an MP5A2 of SMG damage, crit chance, stability, and steady-handed. A surplus SVD with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, crit damage, and first blood. M1A CQB with rifle damage, crit damage, damage target out of cover, and ranger. Again, another great item. I know the attributes aren't that high, but you can roll whatever talent you want on there and optimize that to make it absolutely godly. It's a 93R with pistol damage, swap speed, and optimist. Overlord chest piece with weapon damage, weapon handling, repair skills, and spotter. Petrov knees with weapon damage, crit chance, and skill haste. Wyvern holster with skill tier, status effects, and armor regen. Then there's a 10% crit damage mod, 8.6% shock resistance mod, 4.2% deflected damage for your shield, plus 4 repair charges for your hive, and 4% burn duration for a sticky. And that is the end of this week's vendor reset video. Thank you for watching. There's a lot of items on sale this week. I got like 7 on my top picks here, really. We had the Providence backpack at the White House vendor. That's a good backpack. The Yol piece at the Clan vendor. This is very good if you want to like work on the Yol expertise. You can buy as much of this as you want to get your Yol fully maxed out on the expertise table if you want to do that. There's that Future Initiative DPS build at DPS piece at DZ West. The Orbit at DZ South. We had the Claws out at DZ East. Then there was the Alps backpack from Marco and M1A CQB from Roy. So many good items on sale this week. It's a great vendor reset for anyone needing those pieces. But we're going to end the video here. Thank you again for watching and supporting the content. Please do hit like and share to support it. Subscribe if you're new for more from me. And now come and check out that community. It's linked at the top of the video description. As I said, we're going to be doing that Micro League event this week and next week. So if you want to try and beat my times, look out for the announcements in there, and good luck. But until next time, until the next stream, thank you for watching this. Stay safe and peace out.